And we are live. Hello, everybody. It's Deadlinux. Hopefully you're not hearing an echo. That's the biggest thing I guess I'm concerned about now is I had to reset up this whole thing. So hopefully everything isn't... Oh, no. Hi, hubby. It'll be in my... Why are you sliding and sneaking into my DMs? That's not fair. Anyway, hi, everybody. Deadlinux. And you may have noticed there's a couple of changes. I got a brand new layout here, and actually it's not working as well as I would like it to, but we'll see here in a second, because we should see the chat popping up here, and I'm not seeing it pop up, but we'll figure that out later. So it's a test run of this new layout that I've been playing with, to see if it'll work for, you know, your random game like today. And today what I want to do, get my headphones right, is today is not Skyrim. We'll actually do Skyrim and get caught up on that tomorrow. So tomorrow morning I'll be streaming at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, which would be, I think, what is it, UTC -6, -6, whatever it is. So if you can make it, great. If you can't, the replays are always available, and then after 24 hours I push it to YouTube anyway, so you guys can see it. Hobby! Hobby! You subscribed to me! Why would you do that? Thank you so much for the subscription! I appreciate that. Wow. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for coming along. You're now committed. Yeah. I love you too, hubby. Thank you. Oh man, that's awesome. Cool. Well, like I was saying, we'll have Skyrim in the morning. If you can make it, great. If you can't, again, I still keep everything on the Skyrim series over on YouTube as well, and I try to keep it there because it's a good place to put things. Because it's just easier to manipulate and all that kind of stuff, and people sometimes have an easier time watching stuff there. But that's not what we're doing tonight. Now I can see the chat. Awesome. What we're doing tonight is, well, first, before I do anything else, I do have a couple more thank yous besides hubby who subscribed. We had a couple more followers over the week here, so I have to thank Sassmouth1 for the follow. Thank you so much for coming along. And Mad Hattress, you're out there somewhere, so if you do see this, thank you so much for the follow. I saw you snuck that one in today, so I really appreciate that. But today what we're playing is Hellgate London. Now, this is a game that has a long and sort of strange history, and I was looking it up on Wikipedia just so you can kind of have a heads up of this. This game came out, oh geez, a long time ago, around the same time as Skyrim actually. I think 2000, well maybe actually older than that, I can't remember. But it came out with a group called Flagship Studios. And Flagship Studios, if you don't know anything about them, you probably don't. They included a couple of the guys from Blizzard North who created Diablo and Diablo 2. And those guys also went on to create another set of games called Torchlight. After Flagship Studios kind of went under, didn't really go under, it just had changed hands, things went weird. The IP for Hellgate London got bought and sold in weird ways. I don't necessarily understand it. But they went on to do Torchlight and Torchlight 2 with Runic Games. Okay, so there's that. So we have that Diablo-esque feel. If you've played Diablo or Diablo 2 from Blizzard, you will see references to that in here. So I'll try to point them out if I can find them, but you will see a lot of that stuff. Also, the gameplay is going to be pretty similar. Craig, did you just do what I think you do? Aw, Craig. Thank you for the auto host of 6 viewers. Well, for those of you coming over from Craig's channel, it looks like he just finished up. My name's Deadlinux. I'm just about to get started here. And what I was just talking about is the game I'm about to play is called Hellgate London. I was getting into the history. So what I was just talking about is Hellgate London has a lot of connection to Diablo 2 and Blizzard, and a lot of connection to Torchlight and Torchlight 2, which are also favorites of mine. This game went nowhere. It had a lot of hype that came out for it, and it was really, really hyped up, and I was excited to get it, and I got a copy of it, and I was really cool, and I was really stoked about it. But the game kind of had a misdirection. It wanted to be part hack and slash RPG, it wanted to be third person, it also wanted to be an FPS, and it also wanted to be an MMO. None of those things really came together well, and then the project kind of just flopped. Now, why am I playing it now? Is because it's been kept alive by the player base. And I'm actually using a mod, big surprise there, I modded my game, for Hellgate London called Revival. So if you are interested in this game and you want to play it, your first problem is finding a copy. Because of the licensing related to the IP, it's going to be hard to find it. I do recommend going to the website for Hellgate Revival. You may have to Google for it. But on the forums there, they can kind of lead you to where you can still purchase it online. You can still buy boxed copies of them as they're available through Amazon and things like that. Oh, good. Okay. The X-Bone didn't want to connect to me. Well, see, me and Microsoft never really get along that well, so I do apologize. Hopefully it's working now, so good. Good to have you, Colin. Good to have you along. Actually, we're playing a game based in your neck of the woods with London, so I don't think there's any places you'd recognize. Well, maybe there are. It does make reference to real places. But the other thing, too, is talking about the project, it is kept alive. And you will see if you look on Twitch, there are people playing Hellgate London, but what they're playing is Hellgate London 2038. 2038 is kind of a revamp, and it is still the multiplayer, so it is still around. So it's still available, but the biggest thing is you have to find the original, and that's a really hard thing to do. But once you have that, you can still get the patches for it. I've got patch 1.2, I put it up to 2.0, and then I've got the revival mod, which... crossing your fingers worked, but I had some trouble with it today. So we'll take a look. So thank you for coming along. Let me switch over to the newly revamped in-game layout. Oh, wait for it. Oh, look at the majesty. Oh, hopefully you can still hear me okay. Sounds like you can. So let me see if I can start this launcher off, and we'll see how everything works here. I'm about to unleash hell. That's actually what I have to click on for the game to start. So here we go, everybody. I'm also going to let you watch the intro, because if you've never seen this before, hopefully you'll get to see it, then this is kind of cool, because you get to see the intro history. So I'm watching to see if it comes up. There we go. Okay, good. So maybe a little loud. I apologize for that. I may have to turn the sound down once we get into the game. We don't need this. Oh, clicky. There we go.
How little men know.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
About worlds. About light, about the great dark that boils behind all. Once there was the void. Absolute. Perfect. Boring. It ended with a blessing. From a wave of the Creator's hand, compassion and wisdom spilt into nothingness. But such marvelous gifts often come with hidden prices. From the wondrous fountain of light was born the nameless fire that drives the deep well of midnight, a counter to all life.
Sound a little bit like Destiny?
As creation rolled on, so too did the shadow. Unchallenged and untouched, darkness spread, burning and killing, raping land, sky, and flesh. Falling upon countless worlds, it consumed and corrupted all life. Eventually, the shadow fell upon a mundane world of feigned love and exaggerated loss. Curiously, this blundering blue planet hosted men not easily purged.
Oh, this intro scene. There's a part in here that just creeps me out. You'll see my reaction when it gets
Beneath
there.
the temple church is a secret passageway. It will be safe from the invasion. You must take my granddaughter there.
What you're doing is senseless. It's suicide.
We Templar have to assault the Hellgate, no matter the odds. It's the only way the refugees can safely go into hiding. You have to protect her. She has a greater destiny.
Keep in mind also, this game is about 10 years old. I forgot I still have the indigo line in the chat. Sorry about that. That's not hard.
Jessica! Come on, soldier! Are you all right?
Commander!
Oh, here we go. This gets
The
red.
church is secure. Can your convoy still reach the Hellgate?
No, that's cool,
We'll get
hubby.
there on foot.
Pop in as much as you want. That's awesome.
They are
Thanks for stopping
safely
by.
away.
Thanks for the
Good.
subscription.
These will be the last two. Follow her. She'll take you the rest of the way.
No!
Temple Church is just beyond the building complex.
You can't go!
Jessica!
You can't leave me!
Jessica! Listen to me. You must go with Lyra now. Where I have to go, you cannot follow. One day you will understand.
Let's go, Jessica.
Gets worse. Just wait.
I love you, Jessica. For the living!
Almost done. We're almost through with the intro sequence. But it's cool, and if you see the beginning of it, then everything else makes more sense.
Quickly! The passage must be sealed. Stay close, Jessica.
I hope not. Oh boy.
Wait.
Oh, here's a magic user. Check this out. This is rad.
Go! We'll cover you! The way is clear! Get into the church! Move!
I'm just glad this is streaming well. That's awesome.
Almost there!
This is the part. Oh, I hate this part so much. Oh. It just grosses me out. So if you have to look away right now because it's bad. Well, it's not that bad, is it? Oh, I hate that part.
Keep
Ugh.
going, Jessica.
Just gives me shivers every time. I warned you. Ow.
Jessica!
Hey, Psycho! Good to see you! We're almost done with the intro sequence. Thanks for coming along! It's an ancient game, too. It's old. Oop.
Go on! I won't leave you! I promise!
Just found out something.
For the living.
And before the day was done, the minions of hell would lay ruin to the world above. My grandfather led the massive counterattack against the
sorry.
demons, knowing his army of Templar would have no chance against their limitless numbers. But his sacrifice bought time to hide and prepare.
Remember the dead.
Back up, guys.
Yes. But fight for the living.
Armor is so rad!
Though the great dark believed the song of these men neared its end, it was only then our story could truly begin.
There we go. Okay, so that's what I wanted to find out, is to see how exactly how old this game is. This game, as of this month, is exactly 10 years old. As of this month. And it came out 10 years ago on the 31st. So I think we may be playing